What's good? This is Marcus the Fingers back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk all about my favorite plugin that came out last year. I'm a little late with this video. It's my favorite plugin of 2021. It's actually one of my favorite effects plugins ever. Not only because I do have a personal relationship with the company that created this plugin, but also because it's really the best plugin that's out there on the market for what it does. What are we talking about? Before we get into it, go to my website, thefingers.com/free plugins. Check out my free plugins guide where I have listed a lot of free plugins that can unlock hundreds of sounds for you to check out. Thefingers.com/free plugins. The plugin I'm going to talk about today is actually called GreenHAAS. I probably should have had it loaded. It is from a new company that is called Mixing Night Audio. Shout out to Mixing Night Audio and the team over there. For doing their incredible work. As you see, this plugin is probably one of the best designed I'm going to go ahead and say it. It is the best designed plugin ever. It takes elements of the fun, if you remember, sausage fattener, things like that. The smiley one, I forgot what it was called, the smiley plugin. It takes elements of all those, but then also has like a gamified element. I've showed this to incredible producers and engineers, and as soon as they've seen it, they're like, yo, this is incredible. This is crazy. So I'm going to tell you what it does. From what I understand, I'll link to a description of what these modules do, but there are no numbers on here. There are really no descriptions on here. It just is what it is. And what is it? We're going to find out. So the best way for me to describe it is the left side you can think of as more of the saturation distortion side, and the right side is more of that Haas effect, more of the filtering phasing type things. And these are all different elements, different characters that you can add to your sound. So I'm going to just play a beat. The problem is I started making this beat. I literally made this beat in like 10 minutes. And it was more of just dragging in some dope loops. And then I was vibing with the loops. I wasn't going to make it a beat. And then I just made it into a beat and just added an 808. So we're also going to share a quick note about minimalism. The track is only 3 tracks. And I'm not going to add anything else to it because it just is what it is. So I'm going to play the vibe for you as is. No GreenHAAS added to it yet. But this is the vibe. I just have a cymatics drum loop. Have a cymatics melody loop. I was just going to use that as an example. But then the beat started like vibing and I added 808. I'm gonna play let's say I'll play up to here, 9 bars. That's the vibe. I mean, man, I had to I'm gonna let that rock at the end. But let's get into it. So what can you use GreenHAAS? I just have a drum loop. I'm gonna play the drums. So let's say we throw this plugin on there, and what will it sound like? There's a lot of presets in here. Shameless plug. I have a couple presets in there. There's some add-on presets. So this Haas A collection, the Ken Lewis signature expansion. For those who don't know, Ken Lewis is one of the founders of Mixing Night Audio, and join his community. I'll include links to the Mixing Night community also. There's Discord groups. There's lives every month, basically live mixing masterclasses that you can check out for free. So the plugin, the presets here, the added presets, is an add-on pack, but it comes with a lot of stock presets just built into it alone. Let's play, we'll just go through KL hi-hat. You already hear that it's already enhanced the drums, just the knock on the drums a little bit. It has a little bit of character to it, a little bit of width. Let me turn it off and on. This is off. This is on. Just right off the bat, just from a preset. And this isn't even a drum preset. It's a hi-hat preset. So it's not a drum kit preset. Let me just go through a couple presets while that's playing. So you can literally spend all day just going through presets in here on your sound, on your keys. So let me find, I actually liked, one of them had a great, I think it was Subtle LV. LV, I'm thinking means lead vocal, but in this context, it actually works. I'm gonna let that ride. Next sound we have, really right now it's just going in, finding presets. For this next one, what I'm gonna do is actually create a preset, or not create a preset. I'm gonna just create a sound, dial in a sound, and I'll show you how fast it is to dial in a sound. This is from the Dark Melody. This is how it sounds without GreenHAAS at all. And this is with GreenHAAS, just the default, I think, what it loads up to. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in there and tweak some settings. I'm going to turn the right side off for now. We're just going to deal with the left side. You'll see me change some knobs. You'll hear the sound change. You'll hear it get more saturated, meaning adding more warmth to it. I might play with some knobs here just to show you what the sound does. So I'd probably leave it at that on this side. Then let's go to the right side. I'll adjust some knobs. You'll hear some differences on that side. So I really, the way I use it, I really can't explain what I'm doing. I'm just listening for a sound, listening for a vibe. That's what I really love about this plugin. You can just choose a preset and then add on some dial in some added options there. But really just dial in a vibe. Again, there is someone in the community really explain what each of these knobs does. If you are into that, I will include a link in the description. But I have no idea what each of these things do. It just sounds great. Obviously, I know high cutter will cut off the high frequencies, low cutter will cut off the low frequencies. But as far as everything else, you just tweak, just have fun in there. If you bring the fertilizer all the way up, sorry if that messed up your ears, but you will get some of that feedback delay, which you might not need it that extreme, or you might want it that extreme. So just be careful bringing that up with some of those options. And you hear these different characters. Violet seems really extreme there. Daisy might be more subtle. And then up the sort of the gamut there. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here. So let's say I want the first one to be just a plain vanilla loop. We'll just call this melody loop. And this is one way you can do it. You can also automate it, but just to make this quicker, I'm gonna take the effect off of here. We're just gonna turn that off. And then what you can do is like every other. All right, where was I? So my wife just called, had to take a quick pause to have a chat with her, you know, family first, family over everything. So let's get back into it. Where was I? I believe I was showing you how you can split up the melody loop and have different effects. So let's say I have the regular effect here. Let's play the end of this part here. We'll go into the one where I have that GreenHAAS effect going on that loop. So you can have different variations. So let's play that. And actually, I'm going to do the same thing with the drums. We're going to make the drums not have the effect the second time around. So we're going to sort of switch the effect. So this is how that's going to sound. So the drum is sort of more in the back. You might not be able to hear it really, but the drum doesn't have that effect going on as the loop has the effect going on. So it's a little bit of reverse effects there. Again, you can automate that if you want in your DAW. You can automate the sends, the power. You can automate all of that. I like to create different tracks for that. And then finally, the 808. This is where we're going to have real fun with this GreenHAAS plugin. Again, you can use this on vocals. You can use it on melody loops. You can use it on drums. And we're going to use it on 808 here. So let us bring up 808 here. This is the Alchemy. This is just a stock 808 in Logic using the Alchemy. I believe it's called the Overstuffed 808. Just a preset out the box. Great 808s and Alchemy and Logic. And let us check out what we can do with GreenHAAS. This is how the 808 sounds by itself with no effects. fun. I think I quantized it a little bit, but I think I had more fun with the quantize. Let's see how that is on that part. No, not really. I'll leave it at where it was. And let's have fun with this thing. We're gonna start off with, we're just gonna see how that sounds. So you're seeing it's adding width, adding that saturation. Let's find some presets. I actually have a 808. I have two 808 presets. We're gonna play both of those. This is 808 Distort. Adding that heftiness, that character, that really perceptible distortion. And then I have one that's 808 Widen. We can even go more extreme here. So if you're just trying to have that character, so let's go through some settings with the 808 playing along with the beat. Yeah, so that's the gist. I mean, you can't really get, you can add it to your master track if you want, but it doesn't get much better than that, really. Let's play, I'm going to play with and without. So we're going to do with the GreenHAAS and without. So we're going to play this part here. This is without. This is with. So that's basically the gist of it. I mean, you really get in there with GreenHAAS, have some fun, tweak some settings, go through the hundreds of presets in there, download the bonus presets that you can purchase. I will include links to purchase the plugin itself. I'll include links to the presets, the bonus presets you can get. It comes with a lot of presets. You can really just get in there and have fun as is. There's a lot of presets in there. I mean, you really don't have to tweak the knobs if you don't want. Just find the presets you want. So yeah, that's GreenHAAS. I'm going to play through this beat as is with the new GreenHAAS effects on there. Again, this is a beat that I wasn't intending on making, but I'm going to leave it as is. We're going to roll it out, and maybe I'll throw it out there on social media somewhere. But here we go. Yeah, that's the vibe. I was adjusting some of the master channel strip settings as I was playing it, but that's the vibe. GreenHAAS, shout out to Mixing Night Audio. Shout out to the whole Mixing Night Audio community. Join the Discord group. There will be links in the description. Definitely join the community. The next mixing night will be every first Wednesday of the month. So I believe the next one from when I'm posting this video will be the next coming Wednesday, the first Wednesday in March 2022. But every first Wednesday, and you can go back to catch over 50 previous episodes where Ken shows how he mixed some records for some of the biggest artists. He tells stories. Again, it's over 2 hours of master classes. Now it's monthly. It used to be bi-weekly. Then I think it was weekly at one point, and it was even twice a week when it first started out. So there's a lot of content out there. Free masterclass on mixing from one of the top audio engineers, producers, and songwriters in the industry. This is Marcus the Fingaz. That's all I got for you. GreenHAAS, check it out. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right, peace.